boring, derivative, generic. 3 words that pretty much sum up Mark Steven Johnson's When in Rome, starring Kristen Bell and Josh Duhamel. It's not that it's a bad movie, it's the fact that it's a horrible movie. And romance comedies always have a certain formula to them, and if you're a fan of the genre, you kind of embrace a film, even if it has inherent weaknesses. But this script is horrible. It's written so poorly that anyone that had a problem sitting through Ghost Rider and Elektra and some of the other movies that Steven Johnson has done over the past decade will absolutely want to slam their head up against the nearest chair at the movie theater. This movie makes no sense at times. It's completely random. There's Napoleon Dynamite references in it. They put Pedro in this movie. Kristen Bell isn't horrible in this film. Let me just say that right off the bat. She's not. She's cute. She gets the whole ambitious New Yorker that's having problems with her love life. She gets that down, but the script is just really bad. Josh Duhamel is pretty cool, and that he does an alright job. John Heder, even though he's annoying, is okay. This film had a surprisingly good cast, considering how bad it was. I mean, Danny DeVito, Angelica Houston, Dax Shepard, Will Arnett is in it for a couple of minutes in the beginning. Ghostface Killah is in it. You guys remember Ghostface Killah? All that I got is you. Or from his times in the Wu-Tang Clan. Even though I'm not really down with the Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. This movie is overly formulaic, overly generic, overly derivative. It makes absolutely no sense at times. And there's one 2 or 3 minute sequence where a coin is rolling down the ramp of the Guggenheim. Never seen a coin move like that in my entire life. There's no words to describe it. Maybe I'm just jaded. Maybe I can't just accept a mediocre romance comedy for what it is, but this film is terrible. To the point where, like, I feel like if I talk about it even more, that, like, my eyeballs are gonna fall out. I mean, it did have certain things going for it. I mean, there's times where, you do laugh. The priest at times, even though he has the worst Italian accent I have ever heard in my entire life, and hardcore Italians, I don't know if that's the proper vernacular, but, dedicated Italians that are very faithful to their culture, will be pretty pissed at some of the things in this movie, as they're not overly authentic, and just everything just happens too fast. And you have guys like Don Johnson is in this movie for a little while, and he's got this really bad goatee, and there's just so many things that go wrong during the course of this film, that even the little things, like the cute little love story and the chemistry that Duhamel and Bell have on screen is there. I mean, they make a compatible couple. Their love is, like, believable, if not for this, wacky little magical plot that's going on. But I mean, overall, there's just not enough good moments in this movie to, I wanted to walk out of that theater so many times, but I didn't, because I can't. But I don't see any reason why you would even want to spend $12.75, $12.50 on this movie. I don't see any reason why you'd want to even buy it on DVD. It's another run-of-the-mill romance comedy that you can live without. If you want to see a good romance comedy, go to Blockbuster, buy The Proposal. Something else. 27 Dresses was better than this. There's a lot of romance comedies out there that are better than this. Yeah. Postgrad. Nah, Postgrad wasn't better than this. This was better than Postgrad. But, it's a shame too, because I mean, there's times when Kristen Bell is actually starting to get her groove on a little bit, and you see like what could be done if she had a decent script. And there are, like, again, glimpses where this movie is a little bit better than it should be. Danny DeVito helps matters a little bit from time to time, but even, oh, Mark Steven Johnson, what did you do? This is an abortion of a film. Oh. And you know what? I tried to cut you some slack because Grumpy Old Men and Grumpy Older Men or whatever, the sequel to that, were great films, and I love Walter Matthau. Reminds me of my grandfather. Great movies. And Daredevil, in spite of horrible casting, had some moments that I kind of dug. I don't know, maybe it was just one of those movies that was so bad that it was good. But Ghost Rider, Elektra, and this, 3 strikes. You're out of here. So, if you want to have a good time at the movies in January, it's pretty hard considering what's out. But try From Paris with Love. That's the movie I really wanted to see. Didn't get to see it though. Got to see this instead. So, When in Rome, movie ticket. Smartest thing I did all day. Stay away.